Hey guys, it's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. Bet you didn't think you'd see me this quick again. I'm here with Kristi Rayner from our Painters Clubhouse. She's the one that I was chatting with during last night's live about the Sparkle Cup. This is her. Kristi, give us a yep, look, hers has got a teal top. Oh, you've even got, I need to put stickers on mine. Oh, cute. So, Kristi, introduce yourself. Tell us all about you.
I'm Kristi Rayner from Southern Mississippi, and I've been in the Painters Clubhouse for 2.5 years, going on 3 years. Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long.
I know, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Yeah. It feels like it was just a few months ago that we met you guys down in, was it Seaside that we met up in?
It's been almost 2 years ago. Like this summer will be 2 years, and then I saw you in Dallas this past summer.
Right. Yeah. But it feels like that was just so. It wasn't that long ago that I met your kids, and our boys kind of became buddies. That was neat.
They're about the same age.
Yeah, Brett will be 13 in September.
Mm-hmm. Nolan will be 13 in July.
Okay, yeah, they're really close together. Mm-hmm. They could be fast friends if we lived closer.
And the oldest, yours is 16 and mine's 15.
Yes. Yeah, he's going April 13th to get his driver's test, to get his actual true license. Right now, he's just got the permit. So I've got to take that boy parallel parking.
Do y'all do a lot of parallel parking?
No, we don't. But apparently they're going to test him over it. So we've got to go practice. I think so. Yeah. I need to talk to somebody who has taken their kid recently to see like what's changed. But I think they still test them on that stuff.
I don't think we do driver's test at all until May.
Oh, yeah.
Because the COVID thing, like they give them a year. And so they kind of like, they just give them their license. And I don't think that's a very good idea, but
Well, he's done a pretty decent job so far, but I still get nervous when we approach a stop sign when he's not braking fast enough, because there's been at least twice where he's like, oh, I didn't even see that stop sign. If I hadn't hollered, we wouldn't have gotten stopped.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to why you're here. She's been a member of the Painters Clubhouse for about 2.5 years. And I just wanted to kind of talk about your journey and how you got started, and like, what are things looking like today? How is today different than when you first joined the Painters Clubhouse?
A lot more confident. Just, I'm not really selling. I'm having some back issues. So therefore just sitting for a long period of time, but I'm working on it. But just figuring things out. I'm a perfectionist, and you are not. So therefore I have learned from you just to let it go. Walk away and come back, just the little things.
Yeah.
And I've even taught my aunt, she taught me how to do hair for a living, and she paints too, but she oil paints. But I've taught her how to do the little polka dots. I call it perfect placement polka dots.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? It's the little things.
It's such a simple concept, but people's minds are blown when I'm like, put a dot here and a dot there, and then make your third dot, create an invisible triangle. And I don't even know if I invented that, or if I picked that up somewhere, or if it's just one of those things where I was like trying to figure out how to describe it to somebody one day. I don't know. Some of these little things that come out of me, I'm like, I don't know where I learned that. I just picked it up along the way. But it's hard sometimes to explain to people a painting technique. And sometimes I feel like I'm not speaking it clearly, but apparently some of it's getting through, because a lot of you guys say that those little things like that are really game changers for you when it comes to making polka dots on something.
Yes. And also the leopard print, and the little, I'm over here, the little flowers,
Yeah.
You just try to place them kind of the invisible triangle.
Yeah. It helps with like not symmetry, but like just making it look balanced, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, placement. I always had trouble with people in my paint parties back in the day when I would do those. That to me, it looked like their polka dots were always floating in the middle of whatever it was they were doing. They were scared to do something half off the edge, and I'm like, no, make it flow off the edge. That way, it looks like a seamless pattern.
Right.
Yeah. So you're running in this. This is like a business for you, right?
It's in the I guess you could say when I retire. I've been doing hair for 30 years, and that's going to run out. I don't want it to. I love it. But I kind of started this for the ladies at the church, just as a ministry, just to kind of do something and to get away from kids and husband. So I kind of made our Sunday school class are also our painting room. And so they can go anytime they want to. So
Yeah, that's
so,
great.
and I do want to start doing parties. So because I just don't have the room to do like a whole lot of door hangers at one time for like craft shows and things.
Yeah.
I don't have that room. So maybe one day, I just don't think my body will stand up that long to do multiples. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that being a hairdresser, having your arms up and standing up, I know my hairdressers talked about that before, about how hard it is on your back and your shoulders and everything.
well, the upper part of my back and my shoulders are great, but the lower part of my back, since I did gymnastics back in the day, and then my dad has back issues, so that's and
Right.
not the right shoes either to
Yeah,
stand.
that's important. Yeah.
It is.
Let's see. So, what is one of your probably favorite projects that you've ever done in the clubhouse, or favorite techniques that you've learned?
I'm still struggling with a buffalo plaid. I cannot find the right uh, tape. I mean, the frog tape doesn't work for me.
Hmm.
It just strips everything up. I don't know, shading and favorite project.
Wonder if that has anything to do with the atmosphere where you are, because you're further in the south and things are more humid there.
I was very humid today.
And I bet your paint has like takes longer to cure and dry, and that frog tape probably is pulling it up before it's cured.
I've even let it, cure for like a couple of days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'll take the tape and put it on me, and then put it down,
Yeah.
and still,
Maybe you need to try one of those tapes that has a very light tack that's not very sticky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what those are called, but they're
Painter's tape that the painters use, maybe something like that, because
yeah.
it's not as sticky. I've got them all.
Yeah. Well, I interrupted you. What else were you saying
No,
after the buffalo plaid? There was something else you were talking about.
I would say I wouldn't say a project, but I love all the projects. I can't sit down for a very long time, so I've got ongoing projects that are not finished. But the baby wipe technique is one of my favorites. I've learned how to. I don't know if I learned this in the clubhouse, but the using the sandpaper, to kind of like scratch your paint off a little bit to make
I
it.
don't think we have done that in the clubhouse, but I was thinking about that technique just the other day. Is that the one where it makes it look a little bit like denim if you
Yes.
do it on blue? Okay. If you know how to do that, we need somebody to come in and teach that to us, because I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I really have been wanting to like try that for myself because it looks real simple. I just have to find the right project to try it on, but we need somebody to come teach that technique.
I'll be working on it. I'll practice.
Okay. You practice and let us know when you've got it nailed.
Okay, I will.
Awesome. That's one of the great things I love about the clubhouse too, is I have seen some of our members blossom and grow through teaching in the clubhouse. Erica Wallace is the first one that comes to mind. Were you in when she did her original tutorial? It was the American flag design. It was like back in 2019, I think. And she
No,
was terrified.
I started watching her. You had her on when she was doing some type of a garland,
Hmm.
and and I think it was like flowers and something, and that's when I really started watching her through the clubhouse.
Yeah.
I started watching her from there. So, and we became friends.
Yeah, yeah. We're all kind of like a little circle of we call ourselves the OGs because we've been around in the Painters Clubhouse and stuff the longest. But yeah, Erica was terrified to teach that to the clubhouse. But I think she originally posted a picture of her holding that flag, and everybody was asking, "How do you do that? How did you make that?" And so I just reached out to her. I said, "Would you be willing to teach this to the clubhouse?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever done a live video before." And it's a really drawn out process. It makes me nervous to teach it. And I'm like, well, if you're not comfortable, she's like, well, I don't know. It's like she was trying to push herself to do it, but she was scared. And so I finally talked her into it. And I said, you can pre-record this. You don't have to do it live if you want. And so because it is so many steps, I think she recorded it in like 3 videos. But after she posted that in the clubhouse, there were so many people who came back to her and said, you're such a great teacher. Oh my goodness, I love this project. And that boosted her confidence so much. And since then, she is now doing Facebook Lives every single week on her public page and stuff. And so those stories and those like journeys of people that I've seen, and she's not the only one. It's just amazing to see them blossom and become something that they were really meant to be, I feel like.
Didn't you or her call herself a wallflower?
Yeah, she's totally a wallflower, or was.
I don't think she is.
No, she's not anymore. We brought her off of the wall. She's like, yeah.
Yes.
She's got such a great personality. I think she is an introvert on the inside, but she masquerades as an extrovert every once in a while.
I'm an introvert here.
Yeah.
Introvert in person. I mean, as you saw me I met all kinds of people in July, and I just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, you seem like the life of the party in person. And so it surprises me that you consider yourself an introvert behind the camera.
And maybe it's just because it's new and I don't know what to expect,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about on here before, if the technology drops off and she has to do this by herself, she said, I've already practiced on being like, okay, this is the Kristi show now. I'm going to keep you entertained until Tamara comes back. Because that did happen a couple days ago.
On a vacation, and I am your host.
Well, we would welcome you anytime you wanted to go live on Southern Adornments Decor. I think you've got a great personality for live video.
I think I'm better in person, though.
Well, you are great in person, but I think you could definitely bring that out on video once you got more comfortable with it. Yeah, if you watch some of my really old videos, I'm like, hi, I'm Tamara, and we're here today. And now, like, I can be more myself. And it's funny, though, because my brother, who's known me since birth, he's like, I can't watch your live videos. It feels like I'm not watching you. And I said, well, you are watching me, but it's me with extra on top of it, because you can't just be demure on a video and actually get people to listen and talk with a real quiet, normal voice. And so it is me plus an extra 10% of me. Like,
and I'm not a soft spoken person whatsoever.
Yeah, that's so funny because I do feel like when we've got you on here right now, you are a little bit more reserved than you are even in person. And so I definitely think that given time, if you wanted to get better at it, you totally could, and you would be exuberant.
What is so weird to talk to you through the video. I see you all the time live, but you're texting comments or questions, respond instead of talking back and forth.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
It is. Yeah. So are you planning on coming to Destin in the fall?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot shorter drive for you, isn't it?
It is. I'm excited. My kids are like, or Nolan, he's like, can I go? I said, no. I would like no. I've already
just bring him. He can be Brett's sidekick.
See, they don't have fall break that week. So
okay. Yeah. See, my kids, we will have to pull my kids out of school for 3 days, I think. But then that whole next week is our fall break. So we're planning on that Sunday after it's over, moving to like a beach house with my sister-in-law and brother and their 3 kids. So there'll be 6 kids and 4 adults in a beach house, but we haven't done a vacation like that ever where we're all on the beach together. And so we're really looking forward to that after Southern Adornments Live. It'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yes.
Yeah. I love the Destin beaches.
I saw you last. So
you have what?
I have not been to the beach since I saw you last. So, I don't care for the sand. I love the atmosphere, but like the sand is like magnets to me. It's everywhere.
Well, I get to craving it. It's like I feel like I almost need it every 3 to 6 months at the least. Otherwise I start to get grumpy. I don't know. Maybe I'm part mermaid. I don't know, but I need the beach in my life pretty frequently. So
D.
You what?
You need your vitamin D.
Oh, yeah. And we just put a pool in our backyard this last year. And so I'm going to be getting all the vitamin D this summer that I possibly can. I'm excited about it.
Fun.
Well, all right. My final question would probably be like, what words of advice would you give to somebody that if they're watching right now and they're sitting on the fence and they're like, I'm just not sure if I should take this leap and join the Clubhouse? What words of advice would you have?
So you would not advise this, but I look at it as because you don't want to leave once you join, pay for the first month and see how it, because when you do, you don't want to leave. And me doing hair, I do have a little extra money put off to the side, so I pay yearly, so I have to be in, and I love that, because I'm like, oh, I've got another 6 months to go. I don't have to worry about paying once a month. So to save your money and pay for the year, or just jump in and pay for the month and just see how it goes. And I guarantee you, unless there's financial problems, you're not going to want to leave. Community, favorite. The Facebook community, the women, I love that. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's really a special place.
It is drama free.
Absolutely. And I love that you said you pay for the whole year in advance. There's not a lot of people who do that, but I do feel like if you're able to do that, if you've got a little bit of money put away, it's almost like you're gifting this to yourself for the whole year. And it takes it off your mind, where you're not having to think about the fact that payment's going to come out every month.
Right.
And if you start doing paint parties, like you said, doing paint parties or anything like that, that helps you pay for the clubhouse. If you sell just one door hanger a month, it's paid for. Or if you do one really great paint party, you can pay for the whole year at one go.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my goal usually every year. So
yeah, it's a good goal to have. All right, y'all. Well, that is all we have. If you have anything else to say, Kristi.
I don't, but I'll see my my lovelies in September. It'll be part of my 50th. So
yeah, we'll have that'll be awesome. Great way to celebrate.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, Kristi. We'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.